Welcome to the 2019 open enrollment for Trigg County Hospital. Trigg County Hospital partners with Assured Partners, a team of dedicated, experienced insurance professionals that manage your employee benefit package. Should you need assistance with a claim or have a benefit-related question, please feel free to reach out to one of your dedicated service team members. Please note that the following slides were designed to provide you with a brief overview of your 2019 benefit package. In the event of a conflict between the carrier summary and this description, the terms of the carrier summary will prevail. In this presentation, we will review the following: medical insurance, value-added services, wellness, health savings account, dental and vision insurance, basic life, voluntary life, short-term and long-term disability, employee assistance program, and voluntary accident, critical illness, and hospital indemnity. You and your eligible family members may apply for benefits if you work at least 30 hours per week. If you are a new hire, your benefits are effective on the first of the month following 30 days after your full-time date of hire. Coverage is also available for your spouse and your dependent children through age 26. Please check each benefit plan for dependent age eligibility rules. Please note that you and your eligible dependents must be enrolled within 30 days of becoming eligible. Your elections for the plan year will remain in effect for the full year unless you experience a qualifying life event. If you experience a qualifying life event, you may change or cancel your coverage during the plan year to meet your needs. You must notify the Human Resource Department within 30 days of the event date to ensure that there's no disruption of coverage. Qualifying life events include birth, adoption and legal guardianship, divorce or legal separation, marriage, death of policyholder, turning age 26 and aging off a parent's plan, loss of Medicaid, FMLA-related leave, or loss of employer-sponsored group coverage. For a complete list of qualifying events, please contact your Human Resource Department. Medical insurance. Your medical benefits are administered through Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. You have a high deductible health plan that's HSA compliant. With a high deductible health plan, all co-payments apply once the deductible has been met. Your single deductible in-network is $3,000. Then again, your coverage will be subject to your co-pays. Once your deductible is met, you will go to your primary care physician and pay a $25 co-pay, a $50 co-pay for specialists, $250 co-pay for emergency room, $75 co-pay for urgent care. You also have co-pays for Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 drugs. Again, how the plan works is you first satisfy your deductible, then your co-pays kick in. Until you reach a maximum, your deductible plus all applicable co-pays reaches a maximum of $4,000. That's called your out-of-pocket expense. That's the maximum that you will pay in a calendar year before the carrier will pay the remainder of all in-network claims at 100% for the remainder, again, of that calendar year. These benefits do reset again January the 1st of each year. So let's say, for instance, you have enrollment in January and you go to a primary care physician visit. That primary care physician visit may cost you $60. That $60 will apply towards your annual deductible. Again, once your annual deductible is satisfied, then the applicable co-payments will kick in to a $4,000 maximum per calendar year. The RX benefit has the essential formulary. So there's a formulary that is available to you that shows you which drugs are covered at Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4. Typically, Tier 4 drug specialty drugs are those drugs that are newest to the market. Typically, they're the ones that flash across your TV screen. Those are the drugs that's going to cost you the most money. A lot of times, those drugs simply haven't had enough time on the marketplace to hit a Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3 drug status. These drugs are going to cost you 25% co-insurance after you satisfy your deductible, up to $350 max. So the most, this is going to cost you the most A lot of times the specialty drug ingredients can have the same ingredients if your doctor were to prescribe you a generic brand equivalent, or a combination of a generic and a brand, or a brand and a brand. So you always want to check with your provider to see if there's a lower cost generic or brand name available that's going to save you money. Again, the prescription drug formulary works the same way as the other co-payments. What will happen, let's say for instance, if you're on a generic medication and that generic medication's costing you $35, you'll pay $35 at time of service. That $35 will be applied towards your deductible until you hit your deductible. Now, once you hit your deductible, you go in for that same generic medication. You'll pay $10 for the remainder of that plan year, again, once you satisfy your deductible. Now, note this is an in-network benefit overview. You also have out-of-network benefits, but out-of-network benefits, you're going to have a higher and separate deductible, higher co-insurance, and a higher out-of-pocket. So we want to encourage you to utilize in-network providers only, because not only that, but those out-of-network providers have not contracted with the Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield network. Therefore, they can balance bill you. What that means is they can bill you for whatever they want to, and you're responsible for that bill because they don't have a contract with the network. To ensure that your provider participates in the Anthem network, please visit anthem.com. Then you will go to the Search for a Provider tool. Preventative care is covered at 100% in-network. That includes immunizations, well women checkup, well child checkup, mammograms, blood pressure tests, cholesterol tests, and certain tobacco cessation products if you're age 18 or older. The key here is that the provider has to bill the claim as preventative. If they bill it correctly as preventative, you should walk away from that visit not owing anything towards your deductible or copayment. Things to know about your high deductible health plan. The deductible must be met before any copayments apply. The out-of-pocket limit, which is that $4,000 maximum, that includes your deductible and all copayments. All of that goes to that one bucket. Dependent children are eligible for coverage through age 26, regardless of full-time studentship or marital status. Again, we want to encourage you to make sure that your provider participates in-network by visiting the anthem.com network. If you go out of network, you're going to be subject to more money out of your pocket. Also, if you were to call a provider to say if you accept the insurance, most of them are going to say yes. That doesn't mean they participate. So it's always a good idea to go online just to ensure they participate as an in-network contracted provider. Non-emergent use of the emergency room. In your medical plan document, there's language regarding prudent person lay law, and the language states that if you go to the emergency room for a non-emergent situation, the carrier can deny your claim, and we're seeing carriers deny claims. If your claim is denied, you have the right to appeal, but we're also seeing several appeals being denied as well. So what this means to you is that you could be responsible for your entire emergency room bill. We want to encourage you to seek emergency room treatment for true emergencies. If, however, the condition is non-emergent, we want to remind you to seek care from your primary care provider, urgent care clinics, or Anthem Teledoc service. Please note that Trigg County Hospital will continue with the Working Spouse Carve-Out Program. What that means to you is if your spouse works and is offered coverage by their employer, your spouse will not be eligible for medical coverage under the Trigg County Hospital plan. If your spouse does not work or is not eligible for benefits because they work part-time or their employer doesn't offer a group medical plan, they're eligible for medical coverage under the Trigg County Hospital plan. Note that you must fill out and sign a working spouse form if you want your spouse to be covered under the Trigg County Hospital medical plan. This is the pricing effective January the 1st, 2019. We've gone to a 4-tier pricing structure, and this is per payroll deduction. You have single pricing, pricing for employee plus spouse enrollment, spousing plus for employee plus children enrollment, and family pricing. Value added service. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, they have a live health online, and what that is, it is a service that's provided 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's a service where you can Skype, you can talk through your computer or mobile device with internet access to a board-certified doctor that's in network. These doctors can treat you for non-emergent situations, and they can also write prescriptions where you can call it into your local pharmacy. The beauty of this product is that you don't have to miss a lot of work. You can see these physicians by Skyping with them at any time. So if it's midnight on the weekend or during the weekday and the office for your office provider's office is closed, then this is a good resource for you. Now you'll make a $49 payment at the time of service that will be applied towards your deductible. And then once you meet your deductible, your copay will kick in after that point. So you can pay by Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover card. Now, if these physicians aren't able to treat you for the condition in which you call in, they're not going to charge you. Another good thing to take away with this is that if you're enrolled in the medical plan, you can use the service. But let's say what if your spouse or dependent children aren't enrolled in your group medical plan through Trigg County Hospital. They too can utilize this service. Once you're registered, any member in your household can use the service. Again, it will require a form of payment at the time of service. Now, it's easy to register. If you're already enrolled in the Anthem medical plan, you can go ahead and register now and keep your login credentials, so when you need to Skype with a doctor, you can just go to choose a doctor and begin your consult. If you're enrolling for the first time in the Anthem medical plan effective January 1st, 2019 or after, you'll need to register once your enrollment is appearing in the Anthem system. Commonly seen conditions are fever, sore throat, coughs, colds, flu, allergies, heartburn. What the doctors cannot treat you are for conditions going on under the skin, such as broken bones. So if you were to try to Skype with a doctor and ask them to diagnose, whether or not that bone is broken, they're not going to be able to help you. So again, these are limited to some non-emergency situations. You also have a 24/7 nurse line in place. Nurses offer a wealth of resources to you. The difference between the Teladoc and the nurse line is that nurses cannot write prescription medications. They can assist you, but they cannot write the medications, and there's no charge for the nurse line, whereas there is a copay charge for the Teladoc service. Wellness benefits. The wellness benefits effective January the 1st, 2019 will transition to a Get Strong program, and it's a healthy rewards program that will allow you to earn up to $200 in rewards. The program is a reloadable debit card that you can use anywhere major credit cards are accepted. So as you earn rewards, they'll automatically be deposited into your rewards account and available for you to spend. Now, you can get a $50 rewards for a tobacco-free certification, a $100 reward for a flu shot and wellness visit, and a $50 reward for a health risk assessment. It's very simple. All that you have to do is to register online with Anthem.com, go to the health and wellness section, and then you will see Get My Rewards, and that's how you get started in the program. This following slide basically goes over how you can earn your rewards and the caveats with that. For instance, the health assessment. Once you complete a health assessment, you can earn $50. Now, to earn rewards on this program, you first must have to complete the health assessment first. So read through this slide. It will give you additional information that will help you start your wellness journey. Of course, when you're healthy, the less claims that you have, the earlier doctors can diagnose situations. We certainly want you to go through a health assessment and take care of your preventative care measures as well as healthy living. Health savings account. A health savings account is a unique tax advantage account that can be used to pay for future health care expenses. You combine it with a high deductible health plan, and it offers you savings and tax advantages that a traditional health plan cannot duplicate. The HSA bank accounts are owned by you, the individual. They roll over, the funds roll over year after year and accumulate if not spent. They have the ability to earn tax-free interest. HSA funds may be used to pay for qualified medical expenses, including deductibles, coinsurance, prescription drugs, dental and vision care, long-term care, nursing home, and much more at any time without a federal tax liability. Who is eligible for an HSA account? You have to be covered by a high deductible health plan, and you cannot be covered by any other health insurance. You cannot have a secondary medical plan, and you cannot be covered by a flexible spending account. You cannot be enrolled in Medicare, and you cannot be claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax returns. Are my HSA contributions 100% taxable from my gross income? Yes, they are. Can I be enrolled in a PPO plan and have an HSA bank account? Let's say, for instance, you are enrolled on your spouse's plan through their employer, and it's a PPO plan. You cannot have that in conjunction with your HSA bank account. You have to be enrolled in a high deductible health plan. Let's say, for instance, you're enrolled in a high deductible health plan today and you're taking advantage of an HSA account. But at some future enrollment, you transition to a spouse plan that's no longer a high deductible health plan. All the money in your HSA bank account that's unused will continue to be there to grow interest and will be there for you to use at any time. The only stipulation is once you get out, once you're no longer enrolled in a high deductible health plan, you can no longer make a financial contribution into your HSA bank account. And remember, all unused funds will roll over year to year. The 2019 HSA contribution maximum limits are $3,500 for single coverage and $7,000 for family. If you're age 55 or older, there's an additional $1,000 catch-up contribution. Sample of qualified expenses include acupuncture. That's not covered by the medical plan, nor is fertility treatment. You can also have alcoholism treatment. You can have walkers, certain weight loss programs, laser eye surgery, doctor office visit. You can have dental office visit co-payments. You can get prescription medications. You'll use your HSA bank card as you would any other debit card. The money is put on there as the money is put into your account. So when you go to swipe your account for a qualified expense, it will accept it there at the pharmacy or at the provider's office. Now, if you try to swipe that debit card for a non-qualified expense, it will be rejected. Dental insurance. Your dental insurance is through Delta Dental. With the Delta Dental plan, you do not have an annual deductible to satisfy. You have immediate diagnostic and preventative services that will be paid at 100%. The basic and major services are paid at 50%. Note there is a $1,000 annual maximum per insured member. Dependent children, just like on the medical plan, can be covered to age 26, and you always want to make sure that your provider participates in network to avoid balance billing, because even though this is non-network and it's the same payout, again, those providers can balance bill you. We want to encourage you to search for a provider by visiting deltadentalkentucky.com. The network that you will need to key in is Delta Dental PPO Plus Premier Network. With the Delta Dental benefit, you have a $1,000 lifetime ortho benefit for dependent children that will expire at the end of the month in which they turn age 19. The pricing is set up on a 3-tier formula. You have single coverage pricing per payroll deduction, employee plus one. That could be an employee plus a spouse or an employee plus one child. And then you have family coverage pricing. This is a grid of how the Delta Dental PPO network works. It's going to show you basically if you were to go to a PPO network dentist, the dentist will be identified when you do the provider search. It's going to make a less co-payment or a less fees out of your pocket when you use a PPO dentist. So again, search for a provider, see how the designated is provider is contracted, and then of course you can elect as to who you want to see that participates in the Delta Dental network. Vision insurance. The vision insurance is through Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. With the vision plan, you have a $10 copay for eye exams. You have a $10 lens copayment materials. You get one pair of eyeglass frames for $150 allowance with 20% off remaining balance. You get a $150 allowance for lenses with 15% off the remaining balance. You can have an eye exam once every 12 months. So once from the time that you go to your last eye visit to the next 12 months is when the plan resets. And then you have an allowance frequency for the frames once every 24 months and a new pair of lenses once every 12 months. So those lenses can either be used to put in your eyeglass frames, or that allowance can be used for contact lenses. It's either or. Now notice, out-of-network doesn't have a good payout at all, and again, those providers can balance bill use. So you can go to the Anthem.com network and look at Blue View Vision Network and see who participates in the Anthem network. The vision pricing too is set on a 3-tier basis, so this will be single coverage pricing per payroll deduction, employee plus one, which could be your employee plus spouse or employee plus one child, and then family coverage. This too will allow you to enroll your dependents through age 26, just like the medical and the dental plan. Life, disability, and employee assistance program services. Trigg County Hospital provides all full-time eligible employees with $10,000 employer-paid life and accidental death and dismemberment insurance through One America. The benefit is 100% paid by the company. The accelerated benefit is also included. Now, with an accelerated death benefit, what that means basically is if you incur a terminal condition that will result in your death within 12 months of the date of the claim, you could apply for a portion of your life insurance. A lot of times people that are diagnosed with terminal conditions may want to settle their affairs. They may want to go ahead and pay some things off regardless of the situation. You do have that built in there, and it will have to be approved by One America. So this language is built in both the employer pay life and the voluntary life. Note also that there is an age reduction schedule that reduces when you turn age 70, age 75, and age 80, and your coverage will terminate at retirement. Trigg County Hospital provides all full-time eligible employees with the opportunity to enroll into voluntary term and life and accidental death and dismemberment insurance through One America. If you are a new enrollee after January 1st, 2019, as a new hire, you are eligible to get up to $100,000 if you're under the age of 65 without health questions. Your spouse is eligible for $25,000, or 50% of your benefit, to a maximum of $25,000 without health questions, and children are guaranteed issued at $10,000. If you have already an existing employee and you've already applied for the voluntary term life in the past, or you have declined the coverage, eligibility for existing employees is 5 times annual base salary up to $300,000 maximum. Spouses are eligible for 50% of your benefit to $150,000 maximum, and dependent children are covered live birth to 6 months for $1,000 and 6 months to age 19 or 25 if a full-time student at $10,000. This too includes the accelerated death benefit, and an age reduction schedule of original amount will occur at age 65. Note that the spouse benefit will terminate at age 70, and coverage for the employee will terminate upon retirement. The voluntary term life open enrollment notice. Now, this is for the 2019 open enrollment only. So if you're an existing employee who's previously applied for the voluntary term life or previously declined it, we're able to negotiate a one-time open enrollment for any employee, spouse, or dependent children who previously declined this benefit. At this open enrollment only, you may enroll up to the full guarantee issue amount without health questions. Eligible employees and spouses under the age of 65 will be eligible. We will need 13 new enrollees to have this approved, and you must not have been previously declined by One America. So note that this is a one-time opportunity to increase your voluntary life if you've been diagnosed with a critical illness or sickness that would otherwise keep you from being approved for additional life insurance, because normally at this time you would have to complete a statement of health, and it would have to go to an underwriter to basically issue or decline your coverage. So this is a very special opportunity that I want to encourage you to take advantage of, because not one of us knows what tomorrow holds. And of course, life insurance, that helps you cover your final expenses, pay off your mortgage, replace lost income. If you were to die, that your family can basically continue with the manner in which they're living now. So it's very important coverage, and it's very affordable because it's on a group platform. Trigg County Hospital provides all full-time eligible employees with the opportunity to enroll into voluntary short-term disability benefits through One America. The short-term disability benefit protects your income and lifestyle if you're not able to work due to a covered off-the-job accident or sickness. You have a triple option in which to choose from. Option 1 starts on day 8, option 2 day 14 or 15, and option 3 is day 38. So they all will offer you a 60% payout up to a weekly maximum of $1,000, and it has a 312 look-back condition if you're new to the plan. Now again, the only difference in these plans is when the benefits begin. So on day 8 for this one means the first 7 days are not covered. Day 15 on this one means the first 14 days are not covered. Day 31 on this one means the first 30 days are not covered. This is going to be the most affordable, this is going to be mid, and this is going to be the richest plan because the benefits will start the earliest. Now, you also have an opportunity, I'm going to skip ahead a slide. At the 2019 open enrollment, One America will allow all full-time employees who previously declined coverage for the short-term or the long-term disability to enroll without health questions. This is huge, folks. This is a one-time opportunity to enroll in the short-term or long-term disability benefit without health questions, because again, you normally would have to complete health questions and you can be denied based on your current health. This is a one-time opportunity, and it's perfect for anyone who's been previously diagnosed with a critical illness or sickness that would otherwise keep you from being approved for additional coverage. Now, going back to the voluntary long-term disability policy, Trigg County Hospital provides all full-time employees with the opportunity to enroll into voluntary long-term. The long-term disability policy will piggyback with the short-term. With the long-term disability policy, to pay you 60% of your monthly salary up to $5,000 per month maximum. Benefits start on 180 days, again, once the short-term runs out. The maximum payout is Social Security full retirement age, and there's a 1224 pre-X condition. What this means is that if you enroll for the first time into the long-term disability policy and you've been treated for, diagnosed with a condition, or taken prescription drugs for a condition that causes your disability to occur, then you're going to have a 12-month look back on this for that one condition. But if it's a new diagnosis, you'll have coverage available for that benefit when you enroll with your effective date of 1/1 or later, depending on whether or not you're a new hire. So again, one-time open enrollment opportunity. Your EAP program is through CompPsych. This program costs you no money. It is available for you to use at any time. There is a confidential 3-session counseling program out there. You can get financial information, legal support, work-life solutions. You can even have a free will prepared for you, because you know, we run into people all the time who don't have a will, and if something happens to you and you haven't designated anyone, then a lot of things get caught up in the legal system. So take advantage of a lot of these resources that are there. We also have a travel assistance program, and that's through American United Life, One America. Basically, it's your guide to safe travel. With this program, it offers you a lot of things that you're not thinking of. Let's say, for instance, you're going on vacation. All of us are excited to get there and vacation, but we never think of the what if. What if we were to have a medical emergency and we needed, you know, emergency evacuation, or we needed, if something, we've had one claimant to pass away while they were on vacation, so then the family was, you know, how do they get the body back to home? And there's a lot of things that we don't like to think of, and we fail to think of, but yet it happens. You can also get legal assistance, bail interpretation, translation, pre-trip information, even emergency cash, bail bond, so forth. So read through this information, have it available, you know, with your important phone numbers. Should you need to use it, you've got the information there. Worksite benefits. Effective January the 1st, 2019, worksite benefits are going to be with Guardian. Accident insurance is one of the benefits. Accidents happen. Over 40 million Americans receive emergency room treatment for an accidental injury. 63% with medical insurance have used all of their savings to cover the accident. And the accident coverage pays you money for emergency treatment. That's broken bones, burns, lacerations, cuts, back, knee injuries, or other out-of-pocket expenses. Now, you've got your medical insurance that's going to pay your doctor bills, but what are the other things? You could have loss of work. You could have additional, things you may need, that's not covered by the medical plan. You may have to have additional money to travel to and from to get treatment. So an accident plan is a very, very affordable plan. It will cost you, for single coverage, $871 per pay period. And of course, you can insure your spouse, dependent children through age 26, and family units as well. So again, look into the accident, because at this, this open enrollment, it's guarantee issue. It's great coverage to have. And then also the voluntary critical illness will be through Guardian. The critical illness will pay you a lump sum benefit of $10,000 or $20,000 upon the initial diagnosis of a covered critical illness. It also has subsequent payout or second occurrence payout, and the benefit is portable should you leave Trigg County Hospital. This is a snapshot of what the payout will be for certain types of conditions. So look through this. At the 2019 open enrollment or as a new hire, you can get this benefit guarantee issue, meaning you cannot be turned down for coverage. Dependent children can be covered through age 26. There is a 3-month look back period. When you turn age 70, the benefit will reduce to 50%. And again, you get to elect between a $10,000 or $20,000 lump sum payout, and the pricing is listed on the chart below. Note that once you lock in this benefit, coverage will be based on the issue age at which you lock it in, so it's not going to increase as you get older. The last policy is a hospital indemnity. The Guardian Life Hospital Indemnity Insurance pays you, again, a lump sum benefit, not you, not the provider. It pays you a $1,000 lump sum benefit upon your hospital admission. So it's very affordable. The money's paid to you so you can pay your bills. You can put the $1,000 towards your medical deductible. You can pay your light bill. You can pay your truck payment. That's what it's there for. All this money's paid to you. If you enroll in this effective January the 1st, 2019, or as a new hire, it's guarantee issue. So again, it's going to pay you upon the admission. The benefit that's in the Trigg County Hospital is a $1,000 payout option. That's the only option that we're offering. Portability language is included in this benefit as well. As a reminder, this is your annual open enrollment. You must keep all elected benefits in place until the 2020 annual enrollment unless you have a qualifying life event, which we discussed on the first few slides. With a qualifying life event, you have 30 days from the event date to submit your paperwork with changes to Human Resources. The enrollment will occur again through Benesolv. It's a self-enrollment platform. You just have to go to mybenesolv.com, register as a new user, and then you'll be asked to verify your name, social, date of birth, and then you should be able to enroll in your benefits. Summary of benefits came out with the Affordable Care Act. This document will be posted on the intranet so that you'll have access to it should you wish to read through it. It's a document that describes your medical plan. We do have other documents that are easier to understand, such as a benefit summary that will be posted as well. Thank you for attending the 2019 Trigg County Hospital Open Enrollment.